Ricky Lee Gruber, also known as Bobby Blaine, Jackie Jackson, Jax, and Teddy Balls, born Walla Walla, Washington, May 16, 1957. Social Security numbers used 221-580032, 491-56-9927, 557-26-7706. Known to frequent bars, especially country western honky-tonks, likes resort areas. A ladies' man, affects casual sports clothes, often has sports cars. Flashes large bills, previous convictions for auto theft, armed robbery, fraud, misdemeanor possession of controlled substances, check kiting. Wanted for interstate auto theft, parole violation, possibly armed. Incarcerated, Washington State Reformatory, Monroe, Washington, 1974-75. North Idaho Correctional Institution, Cottonwood, Idaho, 1978-83. Washington State Correction Center, Shelton, Washington, 1984-87.
You know, when I was a kid, I used to go out to the Blue Mountains.
Fuck! Fuck!
Out there, I'd sit by a stream.
Shit! God damn!
Looking at the water. Listen to the wind in the trees.
Believe this. Shit! Oh, you stupid fuck.
Never saw such clear water. And me and my friends, we do like kids do. At least kids out in the country.
Fucking
We
thing you
play
ever
cowboy
fucking
and Indian.
did. Shit!
And I always liked being the Indian.
Man!
Because then you could run,
She ain't even a knockout.
hide,
Shit!
sneak up on
See if
people
it
from
was
the back.
38 tits and a face,
Surprise
but for
them.
shit! Shit!
Because that was what Indians were supposed to do. It was like there was different rules
So
for
you're
them.
horny.
And they could do things
comes
the other
over
guys
here.
couldn't do because
Fuck!
cowboys were supposed to be
You do
right
better than that?
and the
Shit.
Indians were supposed to be wrong.
Fuck!
So when you played Indian,
Stupid
you
piece
got
of
to do
pussy.
bad things.
Damn it!
And I always thought that was the
Stupid
fun part.
fucking bitch you pick up in stupid fucking Idaho!
I mean,
Damn it!
right from the start, I always liked to do bad things.
Fucking get into this!
Like it
Shit.
was in my blood. I'd sit by that stream,
Damn it!
watching that water
Damn
go
it.
by, with that wind in my
Shut
ear.
up over there! Shut
Think of
up!
all the bad
Come over there and
things I
kick your
could do.
fucking ass!
They're playing cowboys and Indians when I was a baby, and I was watching all the water go by.
Shut
Like
up!
all the ways you might kill a fish, pull the wings off a butterfly, drop burning lighter fluid on an ant pile.
Fucking butt.
One time I lit up the neighbor cat.
Damn it!
Boy, did she howl and scream.
No.
And then she died when I didn't feel a thing. In fact, I thought I might as well go ahead and cook it. Give it to the neighbors.
What are you
Tell them
fucking
it was a
looking at?
rabbit.
Give me a
When they're
cigarette.
dead and skinned, they almost look like a rabbit. Except for the ears. And the back legs are real different.
The best year of my life was 1977, my senior year at the Kellogg High School before they closed down the mine and the whole place went to hell. I was a cheerleader and our basketball team almost won the regional division, except they got beat by St. Mary's in the next two state finals, and that was that. But I got laid the first time, and it was with Joe Harley, who was captain of the team, and we went together for 6 months and 12 days But then he didn't stick it out and took Ellen Dakins to the prom, and she was only a freshman, a lot younger than me, but she had much bigger tits than I did, and I guess that was what Joe really cared about. I cried more then than I could believe and wanted to kill myself, but then I talked with the school counselor, who really was some kind of psych, and she convinced me that it wouldn't make any sense to kill myself just yet. And I did get laid, which all things wasn't bad, though it did hurt the first time, probably because Joe was so eager he didn't do anything but jump right on and right in. I had to take a little time to learn to like it, but after a while I really did. And then he dumped me. Later I met Ted, and it was great at first, and then it went all downhill. That's why 77 was the best, because at least some of it was good. The part with the basketball team and Joe and going around with them for the games. Actually, I cheated once on him and went to bed with Billy, the right guard, but it didn't count because he got me drunk and he never really told anybody, and I didn't either, so it's kind of like it didn't really happen. I don't even remember it except that it happened. The only real reason I cared about Joe was that he was the captain and he taught me things, and he gave me this cat for my birthday only a week after he gave me his ring and we got together. It was black and real tiny, like not a month or two old, but my mother is allergic to cats, as it turned out, so we had to keep it at his house, Joe's I mean, and his big sister, who had already graduated, didn't see it crawl into the dryer one day, and it got cooked like you wouldn't believe. I cried all through my classes for the next week, but then it seemed like a stupid thing to cry about. I always cry about stupid things. Like when no one bought my pecan sandies at the Concert Chorale bake sale, which actually made a whole lot of sense because they got pretty burned on the bottom. But I had figured that Mrs. Moore hadn't even put them on the table because I'd supposedly gotten Linda drunk that week my folks went away. And then there was the thing with the bank when they took my checking thing away because I had overdrawn too many times. It was only $300, but they got real mad. It always seemed like there was something more important I was supposed to do with my life, but I could never figure out what it would be, and it always seemed easier to go along with whoever and their idea. Usually some guy who maybe all the girls thought was real cool, but usually turned out to be a big jerk. I never thought about it except, I don't know. Sometimes I think maybe I don't really know how to really think.
Would you like a pancake? Okay. Do you like bacon? Good.
I was working in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho as a waitress at the Rustler's Roost on Sherman Ave, making minimum wage. He came in for dinner. I saw him pull up in a red Camaro, step out, and he took a booth in my section. First thing he said was,
"You're real pretty."
and I was gone. It didn't really take a word more. I went to his motel that night and we made like bunnies until the sun came up, and I slept all day and was late for work, and he said,
"Dump the job."
and I did. It was love at first sight. The next day we stayed in the same motel again. It was called the West Side Motel, and went out to the big Shopko Mall on the west side of town near I-90, and he bought us a set of his and hers terry cloth bathrobes. They were blue and real soft and heavy and felt good. He had a way like that. It was then he told me there was something I needed to know, that he had to tell me. It was only then that he told me he'd been in jail. I asked him why he didn't have any tattoos like I thought everybody who had been to jail had. You know, things like Mom and Born to Lose or Wild or True Blue or A Girl with Big Breasts and a Heart or A Broken Heart or sometimes even a tattooed tear. He said he didn't like tattoos, like they were a mark, and he didn't want to be marked. He was a smart guy. I loved him for that. I mean, who would want a marked man?
Come here, babe. Turn around.
She was the most innocent thing I'd ever seen. Almost like a little baby. I guess that makes me sound kind of bad, like a child molester, but that isn't the way I mean it. Though in a way she was like that. Soft and... well, she was good that way. But it was almost like she had never been in the real world. Or at least not the world I had lived in all my life. She was happy with the littlest things that had amazed me. And I guess that made me want her to have anything. That was a big mistake. You should never confuse what you think for what somebody else thinks.
So where'd the red Camaro go?
Why couldn't you tell me you were dating?
This battle belongs to me, and I am gonna win.
I had to leave it.
I am gonna win.
What do you mean you had to leave it?
I had to, you know, give it back.
I'm looking for Zach.
I mean, it wasn't mine.
Oh, hey, hi, Mr. Hamilton.
I had borrowed it and I had to give it back.
Zach's not here right now.
You said we were going to go to the ocean.
Would you have him call me? It's
I'd love to see the ocean.
Oh, we're going. I got myself a pickup.
What's going on here, Zach?
It's not as nice for traveling as the Camaro, but it'll be okay.
What kind of pickup?
What was that all about?
One of those little Jap tin can things.
No, there's just nothing to talk about.
Be straight with me, Zach.
It's not very big, but it'll do.
Long stories.
Yeah, well, seems like your life is full of those.
That's okay.
He doesn't know you're leaving town, does he?
I can sit close to you.
And you're not going to tell him.
You'll have to sit close to me.
That'll be nice.
You're and Felicia in some kind of trouble.
That'll be real nice.
I don't want to talk.
Let's fuck.
Come on, Zach. Your buddy Sly,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm supposed to talk to the family.
Well,
Let's
Felicia's family or
fuck.
yours? It's gonna be kind of boring around here without you.
You'll get used to it.
Drop me a line, okay?
I'll see you around.
What is it? I'm glad your trip is so nice to house.
Your belt is hurting me, Ricky
Rich will
Lee.
say the same of his European tour.
Well, I'm sure that he and Brooke are having the time of their lives.
They were having the time of their lives.
What is that?
Bridge is on his way back to LA.
Suddenly, he radiated special light, and beauty just washes over me.
Designed through L'Oreal technology, it's a sheer wash of color and lightness like natural makeup.
I figure any place with a name like Walla Walla deserves whatever it gets. Walla Walla, Washington. Sounds like a bad joke. Probably named after some Indian shit. Not much of a town. Though I have to admit I do like the Palouse. Palouse. It's beautiful. Kind of like swooping around in some curvaceous woman's breasts. Big, soft hills. Maybe like the place where a hip bone drops and then swells to a belly down into the forest of... I like the Palouse. But Walla Walla. Walla Walla was always bad news to me. It was a dead-end hick college kids, dumbfuck cops. Nowheresville. I couldn't wait to get out of there.
What I wanted, I didn't really know. I just knew whatever it wasn't in Coeur d'Alene, or Spokane, or Kellogg, or Wallace, or any of the places I'd ever lived. And it wasn't getting old waiting in truck stops, having some dumb lunk pinch my butt and think it was funny when it wasn't funny. And it wasn't Ted, who had said for better and worse, and then had spent 6 whole years just making it worse and never better. And finally, after me doing most of the work and paying the rent most of the time, he ups and tells me I'm getting too run down, and besides, he's found himself some girl just out of high school whose tits don't droop. And he runs off just like that, doesn't even bother with a divorce. And I get stuck having to go to some lawyer to try to do something about it, but it costs too much. So we never did really get divorced, but I never want to see Ted again, him and his girl, and I don't think I ever will. That kind of thing is enough to make you go crazy and want to move to the other side of the country. Good riddance, and I better never see him again. I don't know what I might do if I did.
Actually, I used to have a girlfriend in Hanford. We were together for, I don't know, 2 years almost. I used to go see her all the time. She liked to screw like you wouldn't believe. She was really hot. Sometimes I thought it was the uranium and stuff they had there, all that atomic stuff. She had atomic pussy. She was just one big bang. We split up, but I kept in touch with her. Which I would never usually do with an ex, but I did with her. I think it was that hot pussy I could never get out of my mind. Just think about her, I get a boner right off. What a pussy she had. Like it came and grabbed you and sucked you right in and then spit you out. I'll never forget that. Last I heard was about 3 years ago. She wrote and said she had cancer, and I did never write back. Cancer. Who wants to know about cancer? Actually, I went to a doctor after that and asked him if you could get cancer from someone by fucking, and he said no. Could be she's dead by now.
Truth is, I always wanted to go to Disneyland, but I never got that far. I've never even been to California. California always looked like the right place for me. California is paradise. I used to dream about going there and going to Hollywood and looking at the sidewalk they have there with all the handprints in concrete of all the stars. Sidewalk of the Stars, I think they call it. Imagine putting your hand in the same place that Bruce Willis had put his hand. Or Kevin Costner. I mean, imagine what that would be like. What a thrill. What do you think, Ricky? Can we go down to Hollywood? I mean, it's not that much farther, is it? Huh, Ricky?
Her name was Beth. When she told me, she said, Beth, like in Bethlehem, where Christ was born. She said her folks had told her that when she was really young. I can't see how that would do anything except make life really hard. To half think you're Jesus, some kind of queer girl Jesus on top of it. Imagine all the pressure to live like some kind of saint. And I bet if anything it'd make you a bad girl like Madonna and all those Catholic sluts I knew in high school. We used to call them Skippy legs. Spread like peanut butter. The fat girls were the easiest. We called them Chunky Style. Beth. What a stupid name. I bet it'd make you a bad girl for sure. Beth, you want to go to the ocean? Out to Washington or Oregon along the coast? You want to go there?
Sure. I only been to the ocean once, and that was when I was 8, and I hardly remember a thing. I saw the Columbia and Flathead Lake, and I've been to Hungry Horse Reservoir, but I only been to the ocean once, and I don't really remember it at all. I hardly remember anything from being a kid.
Well, you're going to the ocean now. We're going to the ocean.
I'd go anywhere with you, Ricky Lee.
You would?
Anywhere.
Really?
I said I would, didn't I?
Would you go to hell with me?
Well, are you going to hell, Ricky?
I think that's what some people would say.
Would it be fun, Ricky Lee?
It'd be hot.
You mean hot like a fire? Or hot like, we'd fuck a lot?
We'd fuck a lot. A whole lot. I think that's what they do a lot down there. But maybe they're poking you with spears or things at the same time. Did you ever see pictures from some guy named Bruegel? He made pictures of hell. He was Flemish.
Could I be hot with you?
You bet, Beth Ann. We'll be hot together.
I love you, Ricky Lee. You're just right for me. You're everything I ever wanted.
Rather, in a wholesome fashion, that I love myself too much to destroy myself on drugs and alcohol and all the other things that absolutely destroy a person's life, whether it's something physical or something emotional or mental. So we love ourselves wisely. He said, with the love of
It seemed like what love wanted was a free ride that cost forever. I mean, real love that it would just up and grab you by the collar and never let you go. That it would yell at you and take everything you had and not leave a thing. That's what made it scary, 'cause you just knew that no matter what, it was once and once only, and that if it ever went away, everything else would pale by comparison. It'd all be nothing, like a bad joke. Which is why it seemed like you should be careful about it, not fall until you knew it was the real thing, 'cause the real thing could only be real once, and anything after it would be an empty shell, and inside that empty shell, the thing you'd had and then you'd lost would echo around like a bad dream, reminding you how much you'd had and how little you have. It was something to be real scared of, and I had been scared of it all my life, afraid that I might be making a mistake, afraid that the guy who seemed so nice and right might turn out wrong. And then it was all kind of needless though, 'cause when it did come, there just wasn't any room to be scared or not scared, 'cause it was true. It just came and grabbed you and took you, and there wasn't anything you could do or wanted to do about it except to go with it into the deepest fall that ever could be. It just was.
She never knew what hit her.
Love was crazy.
It was like she got blindsided and
crazy,
mistook the shock for
and
love.
the whole world went
She
crazy
talked about
with
love
you.
all the time like she couldn't get enough of
And
it.
God, did we do like bunnies?
If you thought sex was love, it would be true. She didn't seem to be able to get enough. Damn near wore me out. Usually I'm up for that kind of thing and can give as good as I can take, but she ran me ragged. I'm not complaining. But all the time it's in and out and in and out, and she's moaning and almost screaming, love, love, love. I think she must have rotted her head out on those stupid romance novels you see in the drugstore. The ones with some kind of Rhett Butler character on the cover looking all muscly and suave. And a woman with big nice tits with a dress that gives it all away, and you read them and there's all this stupid stuff every 5 pages where the guy is slipping his hands under her skirt and then pulling down the undies, and then they both got their undies off and he's going down on her and she's all huffing and panting and feeling the muscles or the hard-on. She's swooning because she can feel his butt pounding away, and there they go fucking like horses. In and out and in and out, and she's wet and he's hard. Her tongue's down his mouth and he's pumping like a steam train. She's delirious and whoosh, whoomp. She comes and he comes and it's paradise, and then we get back to the stupid story about God, who knows what. Except 4 or 5 pages more, they're going to be back to feeling each other up, and she's sucking and he's sucking, and her tits are ripe and her nipples are standing up on tippy toes, and he slips his hand down her crotch and gets his fingers all wet, and Jesus, she explodes again like some fucking firework, and then we're back to the story again. I think that must be it. That she read so much of that stuff that she can't get it out of her head. Well, I'm no Rhett guy, but I guess when she closes her eyes, she forgets all about that and dreams up whatever she wants. And as long as I'm going to the right place at the right speed, she's happy and moaning all that love stuff. Me, I just like getting off, just like the next guy. And I guess I must like to see women get off too, since I nearly always take the time and bother to make sure they get as good as I do. Lord knows, some of them take a real trick or two to get them there. There's some I've known who I don't think would ever get there if you ran 50 trains up their cunt and out their asshole. Some women just plain don't like it.
It
they're
wanted
not going
you
to
to
come
jump
if you
off a
played
cliff
Saint
in
all
a
night
free
long.
fall. Just go, no questions asked. Grab the brass ring or die trying. That's all it wanted. Of course it made me nervous. Who wouldn't be nervous standing there in front of your whole life, staring at you, yelling yes, no, and it didn't matter which way you answered, it was going to change things forever, one way or another. It was too crazy for me. Way too crazy. Just to think about it was enough to make me jello inside. Oh God, I never did know what to do. But when he got me down, and he got me wet, and he got me full, there wasn't any thinking left to do. And maybe that's the way it's supposed to be, that it doesn't have a damn thing to do with the kinds of things you think about. It doesn't have to do with whether someone is tall or short or looks this way or that or talks right or not right. It doesn't have to do with being a white knight on a shining horse or being a doctor or lawyer or something like that. It doesn't have a thing to do with any of those things. I don't know that I ever figured out just what it does have to do with, but it isn't that. It's just the way a person turns their head, or the smallest way they might move their hand or eyes. And after that, it's all a secret code, something deep inside you that knows that little thing, that sees it and can't resist it no matter what else goes along with it. And like two pieces in some fantastic jigsaw puzzle, the only two pieces that fit together just so, once they get put together, there isn't a chance to imagine anything else except that those two pieces belong together. They are each other, and there is nothing to do for it but be it.
And you don't get over it simply by becoming an adult. You get over it by dealing with it.
How you doing, Ricky? Getting sleepy or anything?
I'm okay. Maybe stop for some coffee in a while.
You want a blowjob?
Sure. You bet. I'd never turned down a blowjob. This girl give head. Fucking atomic object. Damned hydrogen head. Holy Jesus. Wow.
written all over him. Loser. I don't know what it is. It's like a day-glow sign. It just flashes. Loser, loser. I don't know. I don't understand losers, really. But, I mean, it's like if they can figure out a way to fuck it up, they fuck it up. They can figure out a way to get into the deep doo-doo, they get in. I don't know. I always think about someone like Ted Bundy. Here's a guy who had it all. He had looks, he had education. This is a guy who could sweet-talk his way in just about any woman's pants. And what's he do? He kills them. I don't know. I just... You tell me. I always thought it was like a genetic thing. Maybe it was like, when rednecks got together or something like that. I mean, you look at someone like Elvis Presley. Here's a guy, he had it all. What do? He gets mixed up in drugs and God knows what. And, the guy bloats up like a hog, and that's that. I mean, this guy can afford any doctor, any medicine, anything he wants. And what's he do? He hires a pill pusher, someone to go out and, feed him whatever drugs he wants. I just don't get it. Then there's like a guy like Tyson. This guy should know better. This guy grows up in a hell like we don't know out here. And back east there, and what was that? That guy who taught him to fight, Gus D'Amato, I think it was, or is that it? Or some Italian guy. Anyway, they teach him to fight real good. I mean, really fight. And what's Tyson do? He makes zillions of dollars, and then he blows it. I mean, he beats up his old lady. And then, this guy can have any piece of ass he wants. I mean, black ass, but any piece of ass he wants. And he goes and he rapes some sweet young thing someplace. I don't get it. They're all a bunch of losers. And it's like they should have it tattooed on their forehead or something. Loser, L-O-S-E-R, Loser. That's it. I don't know.
No, I don't think I could ever live slow gasps. Her tongue moistened suddenly parched lips. Her face grew flushed. She felt lightheaded as blood raced from her head to the part he massaged. She throbbed there, grew more sensitive than ever, while her belly tightened, reaching for something, reaching, until she closed her eyes. Her body stiffened and she cried out. She was breathing as if she'd run miles. Oh God, she choked as the first of many blinding waves of aching wonder throbbed through her. Oh God, she cried again as another washed over her, tightened her body beyond belief, beyond bearing, stealing her breath, her mind, her soul.
You like it?
Huh?
You like it?
I told you I liked them.
I mean this one.
I like it. I like blue.
Well, they're all blue.
Yeah, I like blue. It's my favorite color. Except for red.
It's a great motel.
It is. It is a great motel.
And it is blue.
Yeah, it is blue. My favorite color. Except for red.
I was here before.
You were?
Yep.
Alone?
Well, no.
Who was she? Who was she?
Let me see. Gotta think about that. Her name was Maureen. She had red hair.
Did you do it?
Do what?
It.
You mean fuck?
Uh-huh.
I don't remember.
I don't believe you.
I said I don't remember. I don't remember every time I fuck.
I do.
Every time?
Every time.
Well, I don't remember. I think there's some kind of chemical inside you, so when you come, it erases everything inside you, so you have to start all over. Maybe that's why people like to fuck so much.
Could you say make love instead?
Instead of fuck?
Yeah. You know how people are always saying fuck you and fuck this and fuck that, like when they're mad? I mean, I don't understand why the nicest thing in the world is the thing people are always acting like is the worst. You know what I mean, Ricky?
She had red hair. Real red.
Who?
Maureen. You'd figure somebody with a name like Maureen would have red hair.
I don't want to talk about your old girlfriends, Ricky.
She wasn't a girlfriend. It was just one night. She worked at the bar down the street. She was red down there, too. Real red. That's how you can tell it's real red. If you're red down there. She called it fire pie. I thought it was funny. She was good.
You said you didn't remember if you did it.
Well, now you got me thinking about it, I do. I remember. We did. Boy. She was damn good. Beth Ann, let's make love.
I went down to the beach, where sometimes I think there's almost nothing, just the dull, vast, tan expanse of sand, grains of sand going on for near forever, each one seeming just the same as the next, and out to sea the flat, scary horizon, this simple division of the nothing of the sky and the nothing of the sea, droning with the back and forth of waves like a clock, keeping track of the passing time, but filled with this almost nothing, so it only made me think of the coming of death, since that's what time always leads to. It was hard to imagine that it was the moon, swinging wide around the earth, and inside the circle of its ring, the earth spinning once each day, and the pulling of the moon drawing on the water, pulling, making the waves that made the tides, and then the splashing sound of the surf that lulled me to sleep. But when I thought about it, the endless waves that never stopped, it gave me nightmares because it made me know I'd stop. And once a month, near full moon it seemed, even if the things I'd read in the papers said it wasn't true, it felt like it was to me. It would pull and tug and make a terrible storm inside me, and suddenly I'd be bent over with cramps and awfulness, and this seed that wanted to be alive would get shaken right out of me, screaming and resisting, and then I'd feel empty as empty could be, and it would start all over again. And I'd be wondering why I had to go through so much pain for it, all for nothing. And then I noticed in the sand these odd bumps and little lines running all over, and I stopped and stuck my finger in the sand, and it was full of little living things. And at first, because I was surprised, it frightened me, and I made a little yell, and then when I realized they were so tiny, they were just little babies, like newborn shrimps or something, and suddenly I was filled with joy, like there on the beach that I had thought was so empty, like a desert. there was life. All around it was singing with life. And it was just that I didn't know how to see it and had it all wrong. For a second, I was as happy as I think I had ever been or could ever be. And then, just as fast, I was filled with dread.
Okay, Beth. I have decided. You deserve everything you want, so it's going to be paradise.
You mean California, Ricky? Really?
Disneyland.
Sidewalk of the Stars?
Pacific Palisades.
Drive through redwoods?
Laker girls.
Knott's Berry Farm?
Palm Springs.
Yosemite.
The Golden Gate.
Magic Mountain.
Whatever you want, you're going to get. Because I love you. And when I love somebody, I do whatever they want.
California.
There's just one problem. But I know how to fix it.
What's that?
Money.
Money? Who cares about money? What is money but a big pain in the butt?
I'll tell you what money is. Money is the first trick and the last trick. Money is the way that people who don't do anything and have a lot of it con you into thinking that they should have it and you shouldn't. Money's just a big mind fuck. A way to hide the truth and make you believe the lie. Money is the slime of slime. A pact with the devil, the eye of the needle. Money is the lie of lies that people who have it love to hold. To say to themselves that it makes no difference, but they'll claw to the death anyone trying to share their dime. Money is banks that look like Greek temples and people in fancy clothes, pretending they ain't dirty when they're dirtier than anybody else around. Most of all, some bum on the street they wouldn't touch or give a nickel. Money is the path to hell. The best way to make you think you're better than the next person when you have it, and not when you don't. Money is paper that crooks in suits print to make you buy their fixes. Their planes and bombs, wars, and all the other things they get along with it. A big pile of lies all wrapped up in a flag, with poor boys running out to get killed so all the other ones can sit around drinking fancy shit. Money was the first step on a long road to nothing. Money is hell and damnation, Beth Ann. And the worst thing of all is we need some, and we need it fast. I'm out.
I read somewhere when they asked Jesse James why he robbed banks, he said because that's where the money is.
That wasn't Jesse James. That was... I can't remember.
What are you gonna do, Ricky? You're not thinking banks, are you?
Nope. I'm not thinking banks. Banks are too tough. I knew plenty of guys who didn't think and did banks, and I met them in the wrong place. No banks for me.
7-Eleven?
Now you're thinking.
Would you do that for me, Ricky? Would you do a dumb thing like that for me?
You bet I would, Beth. I'd do anything for you.
Wow. Is it loaded?
Squeeze the trigger and find out.
I love you, Ricky Lee.
I love you too, Beth Ann.
Look, Ricky Lee. It's California. We're in California now. Paradise. Ricky, can we look at that? Huh? Oh, Ricky Lee, drive through tree. Really redwoods.
pack of cool miles.
And I think I'd like a slightly larger payday.
Just the big bills. And I'll need a receipt of that too, please.
Hey, what are you doing?
Shit.
My God.
What?
Oh my God.
Stop saying that. Shit. Fuck! Damn it! Shit! Fucking goddamn cocks! Bastard! Shit! Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
While working in Vegas at a large coin store, I was the office manager. We were involved with a large robbery. Approximately $250,000 was stolen worth of merchandise. Professionals, 3 people. They came in. I only saw one because he had the gun in my face. When he told me to hit the floor, I hit the floor. I quit looking at anything. I had been taking yoga and had just discussed if there was problem, violence, harm coming to you, that you could do this thing with your fingers. And that's what I thought about for the next few minutes while the robbery was going on. I was tightly holding my fingers and praying to God no one would be hurt. There was a lot of people there. They did have guns. They were professional. You hope professionals won't kill anybody or harm anybody, but in this case they didn't. It was scary. It's real scary when you're looking at a gun and you're looking in the barrel and all you see is the gun in the barrel. People are there, but the gun is the thing. It's not fun.
The jury found Miss Foley guilty on all counts of being an accessory to murder
and fixed the degree of those murders in the first degree. The jury rendered a verdict that the penalty shall be death, and the court has heard and denied the defendant's motion for new trial, as well as the defense application for modification of the verdicts and findings imposing the death penalty. It is therefore the judgment and sentence of the court that Ricky Lee Gruber suffer the death penalty.
Suffer the death penalty.
The penalty is to be inflicted within the walls of the state prison at San Quentin, California, in the manner prescribed by law, and at the time to be fixed by this court in the warrant of execution.
This is going to be tight on your arm. Right, this is going to be tight on your arm.
Do we really have to do this?
Yes, we do. You're going to feel a stick. You're going to feel a poke.
Ow, shit. Watch what the fuck you're doing.
Don't move.
Oh, fuck.
Tubing. Tubing.
Jesus Christ. Ow.
Run it. Run it. IV's patent.
Didn't you used to be a stripper at Bozeman, Montana?
Not this week.
Bullshit.
One more. Thank you.
Hey, keep your fucking hands up. Hey, give me that, you fucker. Hey, give me that. Asshole. Fuck it. Hey, I'm gonna need that, you shit. Fuck off. Fuck you. Fuck you, you asshole. Hey, I'm not buying any of this shit. Fuck you. Let me out of here. Get me the fuck out of here. I'll kick your fucking ass. Hey, you asshole shit. Cunt-licking dick. Get me out of here. You fuck! You fucking asshole! Shit! I don't want to die. It's you! It ain't me, it's you! You fuckers!
Ricky
fuck!
B?
Fuck! Let me out of here, you shithead! God damn it! Fuck off! Fuck! Fuck! Shit! Fuck you!
I don't want to die. I
The subject is administered a saline solution by intravenous injection. 3 drugs are then sequentially administered. The first drug is sodium pentothal, commonly known as truth serum. It is a very fast-acting barbiturate used medically as an anesthetic in lower levels with other drugs. Its effect is on areas of the brain dealing with consciousness. After the sodium pentothal takes effect, the second drug, pancuronium bromide, is administered. This drug blocks the ability of the nerves to contract voluntary muscles, face, hands, anal sphincter, and lungs. The heart, an involuntary muscle, is not affected. In medical use, this drug is used as a muscle relaxant during surgery. Its function during execution is to eliminate muscle spasms in the subject. As the subject is unaware of this, its real utility is to provide the observers with a passive object to view. The third drug administered is potassium chloride. Chloride is the vehicle for potassium, which affects electrical impulses conducted through the heart muscles. Lethal doses shut down electrical activity, causing cardiac arrest, which in turn causes death by suffocation. In medical uses, potassium is necessary at sublethal levels for proper cell function. It is one of the most abundant substances in cells.
Actually, as it turned out, death really wasn't so bad. The only hard part about it was getting there. In fact, you could hardly say something about it like, good or bad or maybe anything at all. It was more like being a rock, or since it's the same thing really, a piece of sand, or maybe a star, or any one of them. It really didn't matter because whatever it was, it didn't have any pain or any kind of worry because once it was there weren't any nerves to feel anything or anything in your head to think about it and it hardly mattered at all. You didn't have any head because when you get right down to it, there wasn't any you to be having a head or anything at all. There wasn't anything, and there was everything. And if you had been around to see it, it would probably be the most wonderful thing in your life, except, and I guess that was the trick of it. By then, when you were deep in its arms, all those things didn't really seem to matter anymore, whether it was wonderful or it was terrible. All those things just didn't exist at all. They went away, and there was